Hello and welcome to my presentation about my production project, the Virtual Reality Forensics Training Room. This project was designed to cut out the need for constant resetting and the use of training rooms. Basically, to train someone in evidence collection methods at our university, you have a room which has pieces of evidence scattered around it. The goal is to find the evidence and to fill out the proper paperwork such as an LBU or freeform. These rooms allow for methods such as the spiral method of evidence collection to be trained in, which allow the user to basically understand how to collect evidence and where evidence could be hidden. This project aims to simplify this process and prevent the need for resetting and complication. This means that the assessor can provide feedback. It also means that the searcher can have their point of view, their POV, recorded at all times, meaning that they can look back on what they did, what they didn't do, and can look on ways to improve. So, the first thing to look at is screenshots from development. Throughout the development of the project, there have been 4 stages of development, as well as a planning stage. The planning stage discussed what needs to be done, what rooms are going to be, what assets need to be created. Every asset in this project has been created from scratch. This is the first time creating assets and importing them into a Unity project, as well as creating 3D assets in general, which is a very complicated thing to do. This is a screenshot from between the second and third stage development, coming up to the third stage, where there are changes compared to the proper third stage, such as tables and just homely items like cups and glasses. This is a bottom top-down view, which just shows basically the layout of the entire project. So this is a video from the first stage development, which basically shows the wiring and the meshes of every asset that's been created, including the walls. Everything from here has been created from scratch. Walls, doorways, all assets. This one has differences compared to the finished model. So in the finished model, we have removed, well, I have removed the drug boxes. The main reason for that is because of an issue that occurred, which basically meant that when the software updated to the 3.0 version for the XRI Origins rig, it broke. So in order to combat this, the scenario itself had to be changed to remove some of the interactive elements, just to allow it to function more and just basically allow for stuff to be going. This video just provides just a brief walkthrough of the whole place, all the wiring, all the assets, all the meshes. Just shows how stuff is from inside the editor itself, which is the Unity 22.3.10.f Unity engine. It is the most up-to-date one as of recording this, and it's just a general walkthrough of how the structure is, what's in there, what could be done. So then next off, we have a video from the second participant who was kind enough to allow us to record. So there's no audio, you can't hear anything participant said. Audio is disabled on the video. No matter what happens, you can't hear anything. But this is their walkthrough of the finished product, which has fixed many issues in previous things, such as scaling, and has evidence hidden around it. You can see that they're just acclimating to being in a virtual headset. The whole point of this project just allows them to go searching for evidence and allows them to learn from their mistakes. It can infinitely reset. It will be the same every time for them, no matter what. It will always be the same. The evidence will be in the same place. They can always go back and learn from it. But that's not the point. Evidence can be moved around in the editor. You can add more. You can take away more. You can move it to wherever you want. That's the great thing about this. If you want to change it, you can do, and it doesn't require hours of planning. When you can just save a new file and run it. It's a great thing about this project. You don't have to physically go around and move it. You can just move it and you can just reset it. You don't have to worry about, oh, has so and so item been touched, because it will reset itself automatically. You can just reopen the project, which is a great convenience for this project. You just close it down, reopen it, bang, it's been reset, which is a great thing for training and really helps to drive down the cost. Virtual reality does have a place in the future of training for forensics. With that, this is just a prototype model. Nothing about this is complete. Could be constant development for this product. With it being a prototype, it's just a proof. Prototypes are mostly just proof of concept. This is a very good proof of concept, meaning that virtual reality can be used to search for evidence, and it does allow for customization and possibilities are endless for this, because the only problem with this is whatever you can imagine. You could have multiple rooms, multiple floors, multiple different types of evidence. You could have a body in the middle. You could have it however you want to have it. It is quite literally the most customizable thing you can make. You just need to have the assets ready. Then we also have another video of what the fastest time from the testing phase. This participant basically got the fastest time, found pretty much all the evidence. They only missed one under the couch. The good thing about this is you don't need to move around a big space. You can do it all from where you are. You can do it sat down if you really want to. But the whole point of this is that it allows them to understand that evidence can be in plain sight, it can be hidden very far away, that you can also customize how the rooms are. You can change walls, you can change everything. The project allows for customizability on whatever layer they want. You cannot. The problem with current training methods is that the room is set. You can't change anything about it. You can't swap walls around. You can't swap things around quickly. Whereas with a project like this, just drag the wall where you want it. Customizability can be used whenever they want, however they want. It's just not just set to this layout here, which was created for the prototype. Things can be changed whenever needed, however needed. And as you can see here, they just looking around the room. So as we can see here, that basically it's all good. It's a good project. It works really well. So things for future versions. I want to add more interactability to this project because it's a really good project. It's a good prototype. I want to be able to add movable furniture. You can do that in real scenarios. You can move furniture around. You can do whatever. I want to add lighting because currently you have to have no roof on it to have the lighting due to the engine. I want to be able to add lighting. I want to also add more types of evidence because currently in the final product there was just digital forensics stuff such as USBs, SSDs, computers. I want to add more evidence. I also want to create more accurate textures because in the Unity engine you can only create textures of a set type, like red texture, blue texture, without any detail to it. So to make it more realistic, more accurate 3D textures and models would be really good for this. And as a summary, the planning and methodology for this project was really useful. So an agile methodology was used for this product, and it was really helpful to basically just ensure that development was efficient and allowed for the whole simulation and software just to work really smoothly when going from development phase to development phase. And the planning was also really helpful as well because it allowed for a base template to be created of what assets you're creating, how is it going to be, what's the structure of this entire project going to be like, and what rooms could each person you go to. So yeah, that is a video presentation of my virtual reality forensics room. Thank you for listening.